When we think of professional wrestling, often WWE is one of the first companies we think of. Many iconic superstars have made their way down the ramps and into the ring to provide countless entertaining moments for us, the fans, for decades. When it comes to choosing a top 5 from the vast history of the company, it is no easy task, but I gave it a go anyway. I'm Liam from Pro Wrestling Weekly UK, and these are my top 5 WWE superstars of all time. Number 5. Finn Balor. When Finn signed with WWE under NXT, he was coming into the company off the back of a great run with New Japan Pro Wrestling. I can definitely say he already had my attention from the moment he signed. I was expecting more of the same quality he had previously been producing in Japan, and I wasn't disappointed with what he had delivered. His original run in NXT was just brilliant. His high quality style of wrestling mixed with the dual character of Finn the Man and Finn the Demon delivered something that felt very fresh at the time. In my opinion, the Demon persona was a great idea, and Finn brought something very special to it. It certainly felt like something that could take the WWE by storm. I think the Demon's entrance is one of the best entrances I've seen in a long time. It's one of those entrances that creates an atmosphere every single time, which only a select few superstars can achieve in that fashion. Since he has been signed, we've witnessed some amazing feats, including matches with Samoa Joe, Shinsuke Nakamura, Seth Rollins, and AJ Styles, to name a few. Let's also not forget that Finn was the inaugural WWE Universal Champion, a championship win that was historic in its own right, as Finn Balor became the first wrestler in WWE history to win a world title in their pay-per-view debut. In addition to that, he was also the quickest wrestler to win a WWE world title at just 27 days of being on the main roster. Although things haven't exactly gone the way many fans would have liked for Finn, his current role in NXT has brought him back to his best, and I have no doubt that he will once again rise to the very top of the company in time. Number 4. Dolph Ziggler. There's no question about it, Dolph Ziggler is just that good. There have been many standout Ziggler moments for me since he joined WWE back in 2004. He's been so entertaining to watch throughout the years. This is a man who has achieved numerous championship reigns and an incredible run as Mr. Money in the Bank, which ended with one of the best cash-in and title wins in Money in the Bank history. I think these reigns, combined with the amount of quality that Ziggler showcases week in and week out on WWE programming, speaks volumes to just how much of a great wrestler he really is. His involvement in the whole authority angle in 2014, the incredible Survivor Series match that he was a part of, and the angle leading out of that pay-per-view was simply brilliant. And let's not forget his Intercontinental Championship feuds with The Miz, which were fire. Dolph never fails to entertain me. He's great in the ring, incredible on the mic, and amazing in his backstage segments, so it's easy to pick him in my top 5 wrestlers. Number 3. Chris Jericho. I can imagine that Chris Jericho is on most people's top 5 list. He has had one hell of a career, and he doesn't look like stopping anytime soon. His work in WWE has brought us numerous iconic and entertaining moments all the way back from the moment he debuted to the moment he left the company. His debut has to go down as one of the best ever, with weeks of suspense caused by that countdown clock, only to reveal the mystery as none other than Y2J. Right from the start he was one to watch, putting on high quality matches and delivering excellent promos on the mic. Chris Jericho and championships were no stranger to each other either. He's achieved so many reigns in his career and managed to hold the prestigious Intercontinental Championship an iconic 9 times throughout his time in WWE. His list of achievements speak for itself. He has been World Champion, Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion, European Champion, Hardcore Champion, and Tag Team Champion. All of these reigns add up to an astonishing 26 championships. It is easy to see why he is considered one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. That is why there is no question about it. Chris Jericho, you just made the list. Number 2. Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan has been so entertaining to watch as a wrestling fan for so many years. His in-ring style mixed with an incredible way on the microphone has led to him becoming one of my all-time favourite wrestlers. Bryan has had so many incredible angles, which all offered something different to enjoy. His amazing world title win at WrestleMania 30 was one of the best endings to a Mania show ever in my opinion, and the feud leading out of the show involving Kane was great to watch as well. Speaking of Kane, their tag team run offered a huge amount of comedy to the show at the time, which was great to watch. Sadly, Bryan was forced to retire early due to injury, and that retirement announcement was hard to watch. so you can imagine how happy I was to hear he was medically cleared and fully healthy again a few years later. In recent years, his heel turn and portrayal of the new Daniel Bryan won me over again and gave me a reason to tune in each week to the show. For me, this was an easy one to decide. Daniel Bryan will always be in my top 2 favourite wrestlers, only just being beaten by none other than number 1, Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is, in my opinion, the greatest wrestler of all time. His work in the 90s and 2000s was great to watch, and he is probably the reason I became such a huge wrestling fan. His accomplishments speak for themselves. Alongside numerous title reigns, he has also won the Royal Rumble twice and is a 2-time Hall of Famer. The quality that he produces in-ring is second to none, and it is not hard to see why many people rate him as one of the best wrestlers of all time. For example, Pro Wrestling Illustrated awarded Michaels the Match of the Year award an incredible 11 times between 1993 and 2010. An astonishing 9 of those matches happened at WrestleMania pay-per-views, so it's not hard to see why he is called Mr. WrestleMania. The legacy that Shawn Michaels has left in WWE and in wrestling is incredible, and for me to sit here and list all of the moments and all of the things that he has achieved in his career would take me all day. But from a wrestling standpoint, it is clear to see why he is regarded as one of the greatest of all time. And although it was a close call between Shawn Michaels and Daniel Bryan for the number 1 spot, Shawn Michaels had to take the number 1 place, as he is the reason I became hooked on wrestling in the first place. Well, there you have it. There's my top 5 favourite WWE wrestlers of all time. Do you agree with any of my list, or do you have your own top 5 list? Make sure you go and check out Mana's video with his top 5 WWE wrestlers on it. And as always, make sure you like, subscribe and turn on the notifications so you always stay up to date with the latest content from Pro Wrestling Weekly UK. Thanks for watching, see you next time.